Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation, Respectful Travel, and there's my audience. Hello everyone. Hello, even a dog. All right. Okay. Hi there, I'm Mickey Gomez, and welcome to Respectful Travel. I have 4 easy steps to make you a respectful traveler regardless of where you're planning to travel to, whether it's abroad or you're planning a trip to, let's say, Hawaii, like we did. So what prompted this presentation and why I chose respectful travel is because my family and I recently traveled to Hawaii, and what we found is that a lot of the indigenous natives there, the Hawaiians, don't really appreciate the amount of tourism that their islands get because they're losing a lot of their identity. But I don't want to speak for the Hawaiian natives. That's just what I was told during our recent travels. So 4 easy steps to ensure that while you're there, your trip is respectful, fun, and that overall everyone just has a great time. Now, step number 1, I want you to make sure that before you board that flight, you make sure that you have checked with the local government to find out what their COVID-19 restrictions really are. And that is going to ensure that when you get off the plane and you travel, you travel for 6 hours, the last thing you want to do is get off the plane and find out, I didn't upload my negative COVID-19 test to the local government website. And I would recommend that if the place you're going to visit requires you to wear a mask, that you wear a mask, okay? So the next step to ensure that you have a great holiday, whether it be Hawaii or anywhere else, but I'm going to use Hawaii moving forward. I want you to go ahead and check into your hotel and enjoy the beach. So this is Waikiki for us, and we enjoyed the beach day 1 at our hotel. And what we did is we were very specific about what it is we were doing at the beach and who we were meeting. We met a lot of locals and we asked them respectfully, where do the locals go? And the locals that we did meet, I want to let you know, were the hotel workers. And so they told us, you go here, you go there. And if you want to get out of Waikiki, which is a huge tourist spot, you're going to want to go all the way over to North Shore. So step number 3, you get out of the tourist trap and you travel to the places that these people are telling you to travel to. Look them up, of course, beforehand to make sure that no one's trying to send you someplace suspect, but it is Hawaii. So we took the recommendations and we rented a vehicle. That was our next step. We rented a Turo, and the reason why we went with Turo is because we knew we could rent a local vehicle. We knew that we were putting dollars back in the hands of Hawaiians who live on the island instead of going with some big national chain. So we jumped on Kamehameha Highway, and hopefully I'm saying it correctly, and look up your history. Kamehameha was a king. He was the actual king of Hawaii. And this is what the Hawaiian highway looks like. Kamehameha. It's absolutely gorgeous. The highways are beautiful, so no littering. And you just want to make sure that you're being respectful as you drive. Drive the speed limits. The speed limits are pretty low there, so you want to be cognizant of that. So you get to where you're going, right? For us, it was North Shore. We went to Halewa. And Halewa is this beautiful little boutique town that's right there at the border of North Shore. And it was absolutely gorgeous. And what we loved about it is that there weren't many tourists there. There were so many sights to see. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you some pictures from our camera roll from our trip there. So the one thing you're going to notice a lot of, roosters. There's roosters and there's chickens everywhere in North Shore. And you're going to be compelled to want to run up on them and see them and touch them, pick them up, take photo ops with chickens. Please don't. The chickens and the roosters are native. They're local to Hawaii. They roam free. Don't touch them. Don't do photo ops. That's a big no-no. One of the other things I want to say that's a big no-no while you're there is, for goodness sakes, don't try to do a photo op on precious land that's prohibited. As a matter of fact, I recently read a story about a TikToker who went to Hawaii and wanted to take pictures of this, I guess, this magical land that she'd heard about. And so she actually disobeyed the law and went into this precious land area that no one is allowed in unless you're tribal. And she got arrested and she was highly fined. So I wouldn't recommend you doing that. Next, there's volcanoes for you to see. They're not on North Shore, but volcanoes, yes, do exist on the island. That's another fun touristy thing for you to check out. There's museums. Not only that, but there's surf shops right here. This surf shop had surfboards for 50% off. I mean, we wanted to buy a surfboard and carry it back on the plane with us, but there's really no place to surf here in Seattle. And then, of course, we went to some of the local eateries. And that was a great experience for me and my family. I'll tell you, one of the most complimentary moments for me and my family was walking into a local North Shore bar and grill. And while we were there, the waitress walked up to us and she treated us like we were local. She said, "What, you're tourists? Tourists never come to this part of the island. That's so great that you're here. I really thought you were local." And that was a big compliment to me and my family, because I felt like in order to be perceived local, we were doing all the right things. We were asking all the right questions, and we were spending our dollars with local restaurants, with local communities. We shopped at some of the local stores that were there, the local grocery store. I believe one of them was called Foodland IGA, and we walked in and we got to see some of the local cuisine that was there. I can't think of the name of it, but there's a dish with rice, Spam, an egg, and seaweed wrapped around it. And I actually tried it and it was really, really good. One other thing about Hawaii, and it's the mana. The minute you get off of the airplane, you're gonna feel it. You're going to just leave all the stresses of your day behind. And you're gonna immediately feel the mana while you're in Hawaii. Let that mana guide you, and let that mana just feel and feed your soul for good intentions and for just protecting a beautiful part of our country. Be respectful. So here's some more photos of my family while on vacation. It's my daughter. She found a coconut and she wanted to crack it. While we were there, this is Waikiki. We ran into friends on the beach. I love this picture of my son because this is mana. This is what it's all about. This is in North Shore. And then, of course, this is my daughter. We got her a wakeboard and boogie board, and she had the best time. So going over the steps again, you're going to check with your local government about COVID-19. Then you're going to check into your hotel, and you're going to meet some of the locals that work at the hotel, and you're going to ask them, hey, what are some of the places that are safe for my family to go check out that's going to give commerce back to your community? Number 3, you're going to go there. And then number 4, you're going to be respectful, and you're going to put your dollars back into the local community. So that way, not only can you enjoy your holiday without being called, this and that nasty tourist, but while you're there, you can actually show the natives of Hawaii that we can travel to their part of the country and be respectful and enjoy our vacation and give our dollars back to them. Okay? So, and anyway, I hope you enjoyed my presentation. And I challenge you to use these 4 steps the next time you decide to go on vacation. Have a great night. Bye, everyone.